Good morning, my Clintites, and welcome back to another one of my very, very fun, very exciting weekly streams, wherein I pretend that they're not weekly and then only do them once a week. That's the bit. As you can see, we're no longer in a mysterious asshole. We are instead out back in our little town, constructed from the bones of our ancestors. I forgot to turn on music. This is because, as the title suggests, the entire world is out to get me. I'm turning on my fucking Minecraft music. And that's what we're going to have to deal with today. We're going to be playing Minecraft music because I don't have time to look for a real I don't have time to look for different music. We gotta get paranoid. Holy shit. They're everywhere. This is like They Live level 1 situation. Oh my god. This is like They Live, but instead of living, I'm dying out here. Chased around by hooligans. Apparently I ran out of food too. Clintites, today we're unsure what we're doing, but we know that we need to stream because honestly, I'm very close to killing the Ender Dragon. If I were to give up now, not only would that be irresponsible, that would be disappointing, not just to you, my loyal subscriber, but to me, also a loyal subscriber. Ugh. The problem is I can't seem to manifest this desire to kill the Ender Dragon into a reality. Got a bunch of fucking rocks in my system. It's not very cool. Not a big fan of all the rocks. The random fucking sticks or the dead meat. It's also difficult. It's a difficult place to be. I'm in a difficult place in my. I'm at a difficult time in my life where I'm confused, where I'm lost, struggling to find purpose. So today we're gonna fill out the map. I think that's probably the best thing to do to get my mind off of the evils that are just occurring to me constantly. Yeah. I'm gonna break this iron pickaxe. Then after that, we're gonna go fill out that map. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. I'm gonna stop freaking out. And then, hey, maybe along the way, we'll discover something about ourselves, like how much leather we have, or how many resources we have to trade with villagers. Because we do need to trade with our villagers. They need the money, they need the support, and I need emeralds. I need a lot of emeralds. And amount of emeralds, almost inconceivable. Actually, I don't know how many ender eyes I need. I just left that stronghold. Maybe that's what we do. We go back into that stronghold. And then I have to walk back to Strauss. I've just given myself chores. Playing chore simulator. I gotta walk back into the stronghold. Gotta find out how to walk back into the stronghold. Walk back into the stronghold. And like, oh my god. It's gonna be a mess and a half. Oh well. At least you know. We'll have our sword. We'll have a sword this time that'll work. As soon as I break this shit. Why am I even doing this for? Now that I have a different thing to do. I have a different... Were that torches? Those were torches. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't need that many. Try to determine what I'm gonna need. Do want a real sword, but I don't think I need any better armor. 24 torches. This is the other lodestone compass. This is our important lodestone compass. Put that in the back. Might want some more food, actually. That's probably wise. I didn't get rid of the butt. That's a first. We'll grab a bunch of wheat, right? Okay. And then after this, maybe we'll eat off the land. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm doing, as you can maybe tell. I remember seething about this, but now it just fell to the quiet discomfort. The knowledge that it's like that. Whatever. Whatever. Am I watching the finals? I don't know what that's about. The mayor said that you can. Who's the mayor? Who's the finals? Who's the mayor? What is the finals? Which Mom Donnie? Is this the basketball finals? I don't watch real sports. I mostly I watch them on Instagram. Wimby versus the world. I may have misled you when I said I knew anything about Wimby. I know about Wimby from Instagram clips. I know nothing else about him. Neither did I, but you got converted. You got converted? Well, that's nice. I'm not watching them currently. Not just because, you know, I'm a sad little chud, but also because it's mostly because I'm a sad little chud. I have things to do outside of this. Like if I was gonna start watching things, the first thing I'd start watching would be my own goddamn stream, and don't do that. Don't have time for anything else. It's almost that simple, but instead I don't know. I've sacrificed watching real things that I want to watch, and then also my own stream, for YouTube Shorts. It is kind of that simple, but it feels insincere. But whatever. That's not a thing we're gonna do. Today we're going through the stronghold. Today we're gonna look inside the stronghold. We're gonna peer into the mind of the stronghold, and we're gonna go fucking insane. Or I'm gonna go fucking insane. You might not. Maybe you're of a more like hardened mind, but I will go insane. Starting already, and I haven't even seen it yet. You should hear how happy Miriam is now that she has to work. Well, is she working her job? I'll find the stronghold in 16 minutes. I've already found the stronghold. We found the stronghold. We're going through the stronghold now to see how many ender pearls I need to farm. And also how many blazes I need to kill. Just a whole lot of things, because we're going to fight the ender dragon next time I come out here. He has a job at a school now to look after kids. Every time the word kids is said to me nowadays, it triggers something in me. I don't think I could work at a school surrounded to look after kids, just because it would trigger it in me. And I'd be, I don't know. Lost the money you made today because you got a $70 parking ticket. Oink oink, I'm pigging out. Fascinating quotes, a lot of them. $70 if she's working. She working 5 hours? Is she working at a daycare? Is it a real school? Is it a real school? Or is it a daycare? Because kids, unless she's getting paid well below minimum wage, that's like 4 hours. And kids go to school for more than 4 hours. To my understanding. Last time I was a child, I went to school for more than 4 hours. She worked 3 hours today. Wage slave. part-time gig. She's pigging out now, like the whole Hulk's out. Why isn't she getting a job animating something, huh? Do your real job. Didn't you go to college? Now here you are, pigging out instead of colleging out. I would never. If I paid $1 billion or something, I would be doing it, or I would be doing nothing. I didn't pay any money. I'm not doing anything. I wish. You said your sad wife. You're calling me a. Are you? Okay, you're putting apostrophes around it. It's implying that you're calling your wife a dickhole. Apostrophe sad now. Apostrophe dickhole. That's what that's implying. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make her upset. That was not my intention. But you're messing this up. Where the fuck did I put my gun? Where the fuck is the hole? There's a hole somewhere around here. This is not it. Gun? Yeah, my gun that I use for killing people. I left it around here somewhere and now it's missing. My Minecraft gun that I used to kill Minecraft people with. Maybe it's up here. You don't try to have sex for the first time but forgot my manual and also get a comprehensive sex education, so I confused on how to have sex. Where's the hole? Yeah, that is me when I'm trying to have sex for the first time, but I forgot my sex manual and didn't get comprehensive sex education. So I'm confused. That is just like what I am. I think I left it down here. I think the hole is further down here. This was gonna be the #1 problem. I was saying this just the other day to my invisible friend, who you guys don't know. He goes to another school. Where did I put the hole I was digging? I was digging a hole to the stronghold. Right? Oh, there it is. It's actually surprisingly easy to spot once you start looking for it. Permission to beat my chud husband. I don't give permission to beat any chud. Alright, we're a chud supporting. We're kind of like feminists in this chat, only instead of women, we support chuds. I'm gonna get jumped. I'm thinking about it, right? We're gonna get jumped. This is like, or maybe we're gonna get handed $1 billion. You know, it's of the two options. I know which one I prefer, but what the actual fuck? $1 or $10 million. Death. Male feminism, but it's just feminism for men. Masculinism, even. You know, you're starting to describe what I was just talking about. We're like men's rights activists, but we support men. Hold on. But we think about men and we kind of drool. MRAs, but we just. Yeah. I feel like I'm lost. Somehow I got lost in here. Who placed that torch? Is this my torch? Did I place this torch? Jail? Super jail. Going insane. Is this a jailbreak? Hold on. That guy seemed confused. It wasn't a jailbreak. They just... Something's sculpting here. Backrooms update for Java? I should stream with you, streamer man? What are you playing? What are you streaming? I'm very occupied. This is a long-standing arc. You'd be interrupting my road to 1 billion. Ooh. I need all 12. You're playing Victoria 3 Japan and Miriam is sleeping actively. Sleep streaming Hongshu. She's unconscious. Oh. So I could stream myself sleeping with you guys. Okay. That doesn't sound as fun as Minecraft, sorry. I'm not in a sleep... I look like I'm in a sleeping mood. I'm expressing myself like I'm in a sleeping mood. I'm not actually in a sleeping mood. I just feel like that all the time. Alright, cave right through the heart. I was told this would happen. This is horrible. This is the worst thing that ever happened to anyone ever. What do you mean it's gone? I came here for knowledge. Actually, you know what? Why do I even care? I should steal all these books. I should steal every single book in here and make my own library. Yeah, this is what the Mongols should have done. If you're looking at this, right, this is what the Mongols should have done. I'm going to do as the Mongols should have done. And I'm going to steal every book in here. Me when I see the Library of Baghdad. Me when I see the Library of Alexandria and I have a torch. I start beating the books with the torch, but in an effort to like grab them instead of, you know, burn them to the ground. You get burning it though? You bet it felt good? You're just mad at textbooks, okay? Mongols didn't have textbooks. They had no reason to be burning this shit to the ground. Genghis Khan actually famously loved books. He loved being, like, learning things. And he did that. Do they have the very hungry caterpillar on their shells? Let me check. Yeah, it looks like they got the very hungry caterpillar in here. That's why he's dead and I'm still alive? Yeah, because... Because you know. Because you know not to give in to your basic instincts. When you see a textbook, you don't burn the textbook. You instead read the textbook. But you hate them anyways. Well, he loves the textbook. When he sees it, he burns it. Because he doesn't know how to express his feelings properly. What happened? Okay, that's just vines. I thought that something had happened to the bookshelf. You know what? It's good that I'm taking all these books. They would have gone, like, moldy in here anyways. And nobody can read The Very Hungry Caterpillar if it's moldy. I tried to once. I read a moldy copy of The Very Hungry Caterpillar. It's because I grew up in poverty. Milo the Gold Eater doesn't play fun games, so you don't know what to play with me. We could always play Minecraft, but that would require you two to have Bedrock Edition, and I don't think you'd ever play Bedrock Edition. I think you guys hate Minecraft and fun. And also I can't play Minecraft with you because I'd want to play Minecraft more often than you guys are available. And it would ruin the consistency, okay? People would get confused, right? Because this guy's been playing Minecraft the whole time. Now he's playing Minecraft with a different set of people, right? But it's only once every blue moon. No. I can have you guys on as guests occasionally, but for something so consistent like Minecraft, which is the only thing I'm doing right now, it just won't work. I have collected so much knowledge. I've learned enough to learn, right? I've developed a strategy. You're a rare breed. I'm the main character. You got that right. I have to be the main character, otherwise it'd be called Milo Eats Gold and not Hucklental. Could you imagine a stream called Milo Eats Gold? It'd be wildly confusing. And then you don't eat any gold. I've seen you before. You don't eat gold at all. And when people tune in, they'd be like, oh, finally, just what I've been looking for. A gold eater. Nope. Not it at all. Why am I named Clental? I was thinking of fun names, right? This is the best thing I could come up with. It's just like a word that doesn't exist, which means I can use it. Copyright free. This is the first thing I ever invented completely on my own. And I give it meaning now. It's a proper noun now. As opposed to before, when it was just something fucking babies said or whatever. No baby would say Clental. They don't know how to do consonants. But, you know, you could have a baby say it. And it would mean as much as it did when I first invented it. +2. Thank you for the +2. Thank you. I could be like a... I'm just getting an idea, right? AI streamer, right? Like one of those input bots from TikTok that were really big in 2020. I want to say 2022. Like the one that goes, "Thank you, sir," and you do that, but you're also a live streamer, like a normal Twitch live streamer. So you do the normal thing, and then every time somebody sends you like a TikTok art, you go, "Thank you, sir." It's a work in progress idea. But just don't steal it, okay? Just let me. I have to say it out loud for it to come in, for it to come into my mind, and so I can understand it. How do I know Clental was my first word? I don't actually. I have no idea what my first word is. It might have been. Like the idea so much you're gonna eat it? Don't eat my idea. If you eat my idea, it'll never come back, and it must live on in infamy. Dude, I'm gonna have so many books. I'm gonna read so fucking much after this. Holy shit. More importantly, I'm gonna be able to create an incredibly powerful enchanting table. Can you imagine an enchanting table with... What is this? I can't even count that high. You know, I'm trying to do the calculation in my head. I cannot do it. With a whole lot of books. With this many books? Can you imagine a enchanting table with this many books? That'd be crazy. That would be insane. It will not be in your belly. You cannot put my idea in your belly. I do not consent. I do not consent to you eating my idea and putting it in your belly. Put the arrow in there. Gonna put the sticks in there. Density 3, protection 3. Yeah, let's put the fucking whatever. Let's put everything in there. Sure, whatever. Still got a shit ton more books to steal. And after this, we're gonna head back to the surface. We're gonna stuff all these books in my gigantic, oversized knapsack. That's what they call a book bag in French. And then I'm going to go on to never think of them again, probably. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the way my mind works. It doesn't. Alright, we've stolen every book from this stronghold. Now let's get out of here. I said let's get out of here quickly, so that nobody can stop me. Now, the next step really to this whole operation is finding out how the hell to get out of here. Not as easy as it might seem, despite how easy it might seem, because I completely forgot where I was. Hold on. See, there's this kind of thing, right? These are stairs. If you didn't know. To those unaware, these are stairs. Do they actually lead nowhere? Be so for real right now. Yeah, I get the distinct feeling that I've been baited. I get the distinct feeling that I've been baited by these doors. We gotta climb the stairs back up. It's just a simple truth. We gotta climb the stairs back up. This is no bueno. I'm just taking the doors with me, honestly. I don't even care at this point. They're my doors now. Sick of this. Sick of the confusion. Sick of the charade. I'm being charaded right now. Doesn't feel good being charaded. It's actually very confusing. Especially when you didn't sign up to be charaded. You know, I signed up to be charaded before. Wasn't as bad. If you know you're being charaded doesn't hurt as much. But this is just downright confusing. Why are all the stairs? Did I go up a level too many? Am I insane? Maybe. What does that mean? It's like a charade. It's like a, well, you spelled it wrong. It's CHARADE, and it means like a pretend. It means you're playing. It means like a organized play to pretend. It's the best way I can explain it. Now see, this sounds familiar. I feel like I've been here before. Yeah, because I have. But I came in there. You're gonna charade my mom tonight? While technically possible, I would not appreciate you doing that, just because, I think my mom would like to live in a world that makes sense to her, that she understands. And if you charade her, you know, she won't understand. She'll be confused. Don't do that. Don't charade people, okay? It's already happened to me enough. Look at me. I'm lost and confused. Do you want my mother to be lost and confused like me? I already think she is, honestly. She's not woke enough. She doesn't... She's already lost and confused enough. What with the not woke enough. Yeah. So, don't charade people. That's the lesson you should be learning here. And also figure out how to navigate to the fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna be here forever. You know that? Do you realize? Do you realize something? We are going to be here forever because I don't know where the hell I am anymore. I'm spinning around in a circle. And that circle's name? Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry. It's pitch black in here. Gonna use your voodoo to put my mom in a Freaky Friday situation with your mom so she understands what it's like to be a black woman and become wokeified. No, it's not. I don't imagine my mom is racist. Though she has... Actually, you know what? Maybe. Maybe you should Freaky Friday my mom with your mom. Because my mom has said the N-word to me directly. I was like, whoa. Dude, not cool. Done? Alright. Is your mom gonna pretend to be my mom while this happens? Because that would be kind of weird. Well, why? She likes Kanye. She's a big fan of Kanye. Your mom will be confused? Yeah, well... Is she unaware of your magical Freaky Friday powers? Feels like there's a zombie down here. It vaguely sounds like there's a zombie down here. Also feels wet. Thought she was reading Huck Finn? No, that was me. I was reading Huck Finn. I'm the one with the reading level of 4th grader. No, with the superior reading level at a 4th grade. No, I just came from here. Hold on. Just came from there. And I've seen this one before too. Oh, maybe if I go into the end. No, that won't work. She's gonna get mad at you when she gets back. Whoa. Oh dear. I've messed up. I've accidentally set my mom on trip to a parallel. I've accidentally used my magical powers on my mom, and she's gonna. Well, actually, if she doesn't know you have those powers, she's not gonna get mad at you. Just don't tell her. Just lie. I'll be safe. Actually, maybe I won't. Maybe she'll think I'm the witch doctor. She's also Haitian. She also knows the voodoo powers. Oh, well then, yeah, you're cooked. She's not gonna think it's me. I don't have any voodoo powers. I very obviously do not have any voodoo powers. Whereas with you, it's a little confusing. Why do I keep walking in these rooms? All Haitians have these powers because that's why we're the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Yeah, it's to balance it out. You know, if you all had those powers and money, you could run this city. Where does this lead? I'm just gonna keep getting lost. You know, I think I've done enough. I think I can afford to just, you know, be wildly confused for the rest of my life. I wanted that torch. There's nothing in anywhere. And I broke all the doors, so nobody knows where anything is. I'm doing the Lord's work. Balance patch, American occupation. Yeah, no, if only Haiti could be occupied like Venezuela, then surely everything would turn around. We just need to bomb your country a few times. Then surely you guys will start making money. Because if you don't, we'll bomb your country again. You know, I think that like it's a great motivating factor. If I was Haitian, I would want to work my ass off so my country didn't get bombed. I'm just saying. It worked for the Venezuelans, I imagine. Your great-grandpa was the superintendent for Port-au-Prince. I don't know what that is. But good for you or bad for you. Depends on if you're... I want to do it again. I'm drooling at the sight of them. I know I shouldn't, though. I know we'll be back. He had a big cane when he walked around. It's the capital of Haiti. Sorry, but I don't respect the capitals of countries that I've forgotten about already. What's a Haiti? Yeah, this is all chud slop. I accidentally walked into a room that I was slightly less informed about. That's the money room? This is the exit, I think. Yes, this is. Alright. Let's head home. Where I can, once again, fix my brain to remember what a Haiti is. You know what? I think I know why. Because you didn't capitalize it. If you were to indicate to me whether that's a proper noun or a verb, I might know, but nah. Ugh. You're a verb? You're a verb. Don't come verbing to me with that shit. You're a verb. Hey, at least I'm an educated verb, okay? I'm gonna read all these books, and when I find out what the fuck a verb means, oh, you're gonna be sorry then. You're gonna be sorry then. I'm gonna have more epic disses than you. Cause I have. Let's just count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 640. 640. 704. 720. I have 720 books. You have, and this is just guessing. 3. You can barely make a bookcase. How the hell will you figure out what a verb is? I have 720 books. Surely one of them knows what a verb is. 5? You have 5 books? That might be enough, actually, to know what a verb is. I'm not entirely sure how many books one needs to read to know what a verb is. Yet. When I figure out what a verb is, I'll know that number. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, run! And now we swap lodestone compasses. I need to, like, get an anvil and rename these things. They're confusing the shit out of me. You know what? I could probably enchant them too with... Holy shit! What the fuck? You see that? That was like 7 enchantments. I'll be able to one-shot the Ender Dragon with that thing. But first, I need to get to my house so that I can sell black market pills for double the price. Did I see that? That was like 7 inches. Happy Pride. No, I don't. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. 7 inches? That's like 5. And that's making me think that you may be confused. You may not know how to count. Which brings the 5 books things into question. So I will wish you a happy Pride. But you shouldn't be prideful. You shouldn't be prideful specifically. Because, again, you can't count. Shh. Oh god, it's a sea spider. It's the worst kind of spider. I rubbed my eye too hard, and now it, like, hurts. But I still need to rub it. I am suffering a great deal. I really appreciate that. I hope you all appreciate all the pain I go through for these streams. My eyes itch, and I'm always tired and hungry and a piece of shit. It's every time I get on here, it's like everything is multiplied times 1,000 to make me specifically feel terrible. God damn it. +2. I'm a lol cow. Is that what this is to you? When I'm in pain, you think, haha, funny. I can be more than that. I can be more than just a lol cow. If the world will let me, I can be more than just a lol cow. But then again, I'm struggling to think of any Twitch streamer that isn't at least a little bit of a lol cow. Name me one Twitch streamer that is, like, universally respected. I don't think you can. I, for example, watch Northern Lion because I think he's a lol cow. I think the idea of a bald man trying to explain anything to me is very funny. Queso? I'm gonna let you just stew on that one. I'm gonna let you think on what made queso famous. We'll bring this back up when the word queso is said again next time. For now, I'm gonna rest in my room with my 17 wives and wide assortment of antique books. You know what? I didn't think I'd have enough for 2. Look at those. Alright, book. Smithing Table, enchanted books. We're out of books. Now we know. Think Northern Lion's a lol cow because he has adult problems and like, haha, you have a daughter? That is pretty funny. Yeah, he shouldn't be getting on here having adult problems. This is a website for children. I'm a child, you're a child, we're all pretty much 12 here. If you're on here having adult problems, you know, I can only possibly laugh at them. Anyways, we're going to the Nether, which is actually a very adult problem. I forget what I said earlier. This is the most adult we're gonna get. I need, what is it? I need to kill. I need, what is it? Hold on. 4 more blaze rods. Nonce? What does that mean? Is that German for something? Nonce? I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I don't really want to. I'd like to know. Not especially, no, I don't really care. You can say words. The more words you say in this chat, the better it is for my algorithm or whatever. I'm pretty sure. Let me check the YouTubes. At twitch.tv. Is it good if my chatter just says shit? You should say shit in Mexican. Surely that will get all the... I don't even know why I'm saying that. I'm just so excited to get in there and finally get those goddamn communist bastards who took... Oh shit. Here it comes. Wait, no. No, I don't think I fought one of these up front. I don't think I've ever fought one of these straightforwardly because I just keep baiting them into this exact position and they keep falling for it. Do you give me money? No. What was I thinking with this sort of jump? At least I had the raw pork chops. That would actually be bad if I didn't have the raw pork chops. We'd be in a heap of trouble if I didn't have the... Why did I do this to myself? Am I stupid? Hey. Consider the following. Holy shit! Oh, you got a range on you already. Oh my fuck! Okay. Alright. Time to fight some blazes, I guess. Like we're gonna be able to do that. Excuse me. Shell shock, it was scary. I was scared. This is okay. Killing blazes is easy. Killing fucking... Apparently those things is hard. Fighting things, doing new things is hard. I had no idea the range. Apparently they have infinite vertical range for whatever reason, even though they're so tiny. They are so small, and yet they hit me so hard. Why do you think that is? Is that an indictment on my character? Where did all the blazes go? I should get to a more secure position before I look at that. It is too dark in here. How has it been in the heat? The Heat didn't make it to the finals? That's just unfortunate. It's the Spurs versus the Knicks right now. Why is there no LeBron? I only think of the NBA for LeBron. That's one. Oh yeah, and I was gonna pick up a bunch of nether wart too. Now this is actually genius because the guy is buying nether wart now. I should also replant this shit because the guy is buying the nether wart now. I come back here, farm this again. I make $1 billion, and you're like, wow, how did you make $1 billion? And then I tell you it was because of my like entrepreneurial genius or something, and you all pay me $1 billion, or you all buy my course, and that's how I actually make $1 billion. Nothing. Another nonsense area. I'm getting a bunch of. Are you getting Eyes of Ender? Yeah. I went to the place. I went to the stronghold, and they said, "Get out, unless you have money." And I didn't have money, so I had to get out. But next time I will go in because I have money. I just need 12 Eyes of Ender, which is an insane number, but also doable, I guess. I'll probably farm them off stream. I don't want to bore you all with that, but I do want to find the blazes today. I just need 3 more. If all of them drop one, I just need 3 more. Instead, all I'm getting is these scary ass chuds that are trying to murder me. It's been pigmen and wither skeletons all the way. I don't know why. Saw Ghast. That's pretty scary, actually. Saw Ghast. I was aghast when I saw Ghast. There we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, baby! That's 2. What is that AI? Now it's running? Alright, now we run back. Hopefully they reset. Are we still forgetting Israel? Yes. It's been a total mind wipe of Israel. Oh! Total mind wipe of Israel. Ow. Ow. Freak me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but we have to be better than that. People will start calling me creatively bankrupt if I keep letting you do that. Because I am creatively bankrupt, and I make you do all the jokes. And if I get called creatively bankrupt, it's scary. You made half the jokes here. I'm not admitting to that. You're gonna have to get a lawyer to get me to admit to that. Alright, there's a bunch of wither skeletons. I'm not looking for wither skeletons, though. I'm looking for blazes. That's sort of a depressing vibe. Just cold and unfeeling. Reminds me of my time in the Psalm. Twitch told me you've been your mod for 2 years. Not a penny seen yet? Well, I did give you the... I gave you the position off rip, and also, I haven't seen a penny yet either, so... When we start seeing pennies, okay, when everybody starts seeing pennies, we'll all get some pennies. Until then, we take our PSYOP checks. And that's it. We are PSYOPs and nothing more until that happens. Of course, once I start getting paid by Twitch, I'm immediately quitting the PSYOP division. One more stream. Yeah, just one more stream, guys. Come on. Once I kill the Ender Dragon, surely then Twitch will be like, ah, right, that was pretty cool. Please, $5 a month. $5 a month for Twitch? Well, yeah, I do get... I should do a dating streams game. Dating game streams. All the dating games I get recommended are the porn ones. You mean giving me $5 a month for 3 years? That's true, actually. I have seen a penny because of my Twitch streaming. Because I've had schmucks fooled into paying for my Patreon. And yes, it was fooling. I did use psychological warfare on you. That's why psychological warfare being poor. You give me money, but you spend it all on the new James Bond game? Why spend money on the James Bond? Listen, why spend money on the James Bond game when you could instead spend that money on the streamer and watching them play the James Bond game? It's called an investment, and you'll see your money back negative one-fold. You currently have 28 cents. Still wealthier than my mom for some reason. I was gonna go to the store today, and I was told no money. And I was like, oh man, no money? And she was like, yeah, no money. So I didn't go to the store. It was a sad affair because, you know, I'd like to have money and go to the store to buy food. But instead, I will be eating popcorn tonight with a side of popcorn. Alright, we're not going to find any more places. We'll come back. We'll come back in a little bit. Maybe. Need money? You're gonna die? Not really. I've got the $30,000 I'm keeping in a storage chest. Okay, I'm not actually poor. Okay, everybody. I'm perfectly fine. I just also can't spend that money because it's for college, and I'm using it as like sort of a savings bond to increase the money I'm making so that I can eventually afford to go to college. The whole way. I mean, I probably could right now. I'm told that tuition if I go to Portland State is just $16,000. If I spent that on tuition, you know, I'd get out of college with a bachelor's in an unemployable field and $0. Which is more than I'd have if I didn't get that. Storage chest? Too much Minecraft? You watched the Backrooms movie? Yeah, you did tell me you watched the Backrooms movie. You tried to spoil it for me, but I forgot it. Because everything I've heard about the movie, I wiped from my mind. Because, really, honestly, don't care. It's not an interesting genre to me. I don't like horror movies. Don't like the Backrooms. You can try to spoil it again, though. I won't stop you. If I start now, I'll get out in 2029. You start college? I already started college. I'll be out. I actually might be able to get out in 2027. Just because I have, like, I think an entire year's worth of credits stored from David Douglas that PCC just didn't take. So if I graduate from PCC and then add the credits from David Douglas, I'll be set. John Rooms and Mr. Back get married? Holy shit. Now I want to see this movie. They have a gay marriage with a guy named Mr. Back. Is he the top or the bottom? Please tell me the bottom. Guy named Mr. Back who takes it from the front. That's funny? I know. That's why I said it. That's why I thought of it. Now what can we use this maglet cream for? Does it go on? Cream. Blaze powder and a slime ball. But can you do it the other way around? I'd really like to do it the other way around. Nope, you cannot do it the other way around. What the hell is this even for? Making magma cubes? I think it's a potion ingredient. To my understanding, it is a potion ingredient. But I don't know why they make all these valuable materials into dog shit. Why would you ever spend any magma cream on a magma cube? In 2027, I can afford college. The first natives tell cautionary tales about that phrase. I imagine they do, and they're a wise bunch. I will probably not be able to afford anything in 2027 because hyperinflation will have rendered my currency worthless, which is unfortunate because I just signed like a bank contract to leave $25,000, at least $25,000 in my bank account in exchange for a good return, like a good rate of interest on it. Because quite frankly, I don't want to even think about investing. It scares me. It doesn't scare me. It makes me upset. I will now beat the spider to death with my bare hands. Or I will die to the spider after attempting to beat it to death with my bare hands. Okay, that works too. Gonna see a homeless man on the street 3 years from now. It's gonna be you. Hey, aren't you that sure guy I used to watch? Well, if you see that homeless guy on the street 3 years from now, you'll know that I've taken like quite an adventure because that's like an impressive distance to travel. I guess no, it'll make sense because it'll also have gotten warm enough that Canada's the only like place to go that isn't burn you alive hot. Yeah, you might see me homeless on your streets in a couple years. Await my arrival. Look forward to it. Is this paper? Yes, we're all very confused. Okay. Last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go fill out the map. It's quick and easy, and I think it's only 3. We're gonna go fill out the map, and then I'm gonna end stream, and I'm gonna go make some dinner. Because I do have to make dinner, because everything I had to eat is popcorn, or it has to be made for like an hour. Not looking forward to it, because I am very hungry. But, I gotta do it. So, where's the map? Where did I put the map? There's the map. I have a lot of paper. I didn't realize how much paper I had. Can only sleep during nights. I keep forgetting to bring this along. I'm going to bring it along this time. Next step. Next step. Throw this into a blender. Your phone's been telling you to LARP this fandom. But you don't have the guts to do so. You should LARP JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's one of the best fandoms to LARP, just because everybody else is LARPing too. Even the people who have watched it are LARPing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because there's no way they understand it. It's the greatest story that you can't tell other people because they'll call you stupid. And say that's not how it goes. The greatest story ever LARPed. It's a different one. You're thinking of you're trying to LARP a different fandom, then I can help you. I only know the one fandom to LARP. Sorry. But hey, go with God, go with grace, and LARP away. I give you my blessing to LARP whatever you're trying to LARP. I gotta get out of here. This place is cramped my style. We're going on a little hike, I guess you could call it, to find the lost city of Atlantis. Hey, maybe we'll find another stronghold. I'm told there's one place that you can openly see a stronghold in if you just walk into it. That is a ravine. We actually technically did have enough ender pearls, like materials, to do it before I started throwing ender pearls. And now that we've thrown the ender pearls, all of the ender pearls, we're out of it. You're gatekeeping to show that you're not gonna LARP. Alright. Sure. I could LARP a really niche show, guys, but I'm not gonna tell you it because I don't want you hopping on. I'm trying to figure out if I care. Am I mad about that? I might be. Am I jealous? I might be jealous. Hold on. Let me check my map. My map of things that I'm jealous about. It doesn't look like it. Hold on, let me check again. No, I don't care. You found the CP section of the IP book? Your phone wants me to LARP it, but you won't? You're too dedicated to actually playing it? You found the C... Okay, we're going to talk about those more important sentences you said here now. You found the CP section of the IP book? Good. Good that we can finally discuss it like men. But I don't remember it, so you're going to have to... You're going to have to type it out in this comment section so I can ban you. And then we can discuss it on Discord. Yeah, I didn't read through it, though. That's probably a good idea. I read through it as a child, and that felt disturbing. You found it, though. That's... Knowledge of it and, like, access to it, I'm not entirely sure about. I think it might be, like... I felt bad for reading it. And I was the same age when I read it. It's low-key worse than anything Pennywise has ever done. I mean, he was free my man Pennywise, honestly. He didn't even do anything. Worse than anything Pennywise ever did? Yeah, because Pennywise didn't do anything. But, yeah, because it's real, also. Pennywise doesn't rape children. Yeah, he just eats them. If you're talking about it as a book action, that also, I don't think, is rape, because they were all children. And none of that. It's either everybody was raping each other, or it was... You know, I'm not going to even, like, think about it. I'm done thinking about it. I'm done thinking about it. We're not going to get into this conversation on stream. It was not rape because it was all children. One for the judge. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You understand. You understand what I'm talking about. If it's all children, you know, is it even child porn at that point? I just say things on this fucking stream. I don't even know. I need to stop. I need to stop just fucking saying things. One of these days I'm going to look back and it's going to be just me talking about, like, fucking terrible things. I'm going to be in jail, arrested, but not for any real crime. But they're gonna have invented a bunch of, like, charges for me based on what I've been saying on the stream. Think before I talk. I refuse to do that. We just have to get onto different topics. No more of these topics. We're gonna be on different topics. Because if I start thinking before I talk, dude, I'm not gonna be able to talk at all. I'm going to try and think of a word right now. And I'm not going to talk the rest of the stream. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. If I actually think of a word, I have to hold my mind still. It's like wrangling. There will be no thinking before you talk on this stream. There will be none of it. Mostly because all I'm thinking about right now is how hungry I am. I need this map to hurry up. To finish faster. What if, instead of thinking it was freaking, and instead of considering you were going to say, you whipped it out and started stroking it? That would be super cool, actually. That would be, like, really freaking cool. I'm trying to think of the downsides. Or in this hypothetical, I can't find any. I don't know why we don't just all start whipping it out and stroking it. It's a free country, I guess. At least here. This is a free country. We might be able to do that. What consequences could come of that? I'm trying to think, too. What if I told you I was stroking it right this second? I'd applaud you for exercising your constitutionally guaranteed right to stroke it. Although then I'd remember that you told me you were in Canada, and I'd say, like, stop trying to tread on me. Because I'm a patriot. I tell you, get annexed, and then you can stroke it. It says it's 70 degrees. It hurts being a Canadian, yeah, because you still live under the Queen. That's the most embarrassing thing for you, I think. If I was Canadian, I'd never mention it just because it would remind people that it would tell people that I live under. It's the king, dumbass. Like I care. Like I care. Maybe the king is transgender and only I know it. You know, the only way anybody would know, right, is if somebody asked him, and nobody can ask him anything because he's old, senile, and hey, I don't have to respect him. You have to respect him though, because that's your head of state. Loser. You know what? Freak the king? Yeah. Now you're starting to get it. This is why we need to come over there. We need to annex your entire country. It's to save you from the tyrannical oppression of the monarchs. You know the 51st? Yeah. That'd be crazy. If we annexed Canada, if the United States annexed Canada and it was just the 51st state, we didn't even bother like trying to divide the provinces. We were just like, okay, and then we have Canada, the 51st. We didn't divide it at all. It's just one fucking state. That would be insane. And then we add Greenland to the 52nd because we need an even number of states. Canada is just like one giant. Yeah, the entire every country is just one giant landmass, except for the islands on in those countries. It's insane. I don't. This is actually really cool. I actually really like how this looks. Look at it. You see this? It's kind of like an islet inside the jungle. I think I'd really have liked building here if I was playing a different sort of style of game. But that's not the kind of thing we're doing right now. We are currently having awesome PG-13 adventures. You know how many child sex rings you can hide up here? You don't know either, but probably a lot. Well, you only get one child trafficking ring for each state. So I'm gonna guess just one. The entirety of Nunavut is empty. All you see is land to colonize. I don't know what Nunavut is. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I'm adding like little accents onto it because I don't know how to. You described to me a thing that I have no idea about. I pay no attention to your country. To me, there is only one country. The United States of America, the only country on Earth. And until, you know, our president blows us to this high hell, that's the only country I'm going to be thinking about. And you know what? Maybe even after that. It's a province, a Canadian form of state. Canadians can't have states. What? Then why are they called the Canadian States of America? That doesn't make any sense. I think you're just fine. I think you're describing something that just doesn't track with my worldview, and I refuse to comprehend it. I won't be thinking about it. Just imagine Canadian states. I'm trying. It doesn't come to me. You're just a state. To me, you are a state. You're just one of them. There's the United States, and then there's the other states, and you are the other states. And maybe one day you can be a United States, but for now you're not. You're not the United States. You're just a state. I'm really hungry. I could go on some good. I feel it in me. There's like a good tangent in my soul somewhere, but it's being suppressed by the fact that I really, like, need to eat something. I haven't eaten since I went to school today, and that was, like... That was 7 hours ago. These states seem to be united in the Americas. John Freedom. Alberta's trying to be annexed by America? Yeah. And Michigan's trying to be annexed by Canada. Okay, we all have our own problems. I think the important thing is to remember that history has ended and land can be traded no further. Can be no border changes anymore. School's for losers, that's why you've been skipping and not because it's been taking your mental health. That's true, actually. Although I would be if I were to skip school, which I would never because I'm a good boy, it would be because, right, I was asked to. I get invited to skip school a lot because I'm real fun. Little soap fact right there. Soap fact. Soap fact. Skipping school is for losers. Let me call out my soap and ask him, is that true? At soap, is this true? Let me look for my soap. I don't actually have any soap in here. It's true? Thank you, Mr. Off-Brand Soap. I was wondering if that was a soap fact. But it now seems that it's been confirmed by numerous members of the soap community. Makes sense, yeah. I like this dolphin. I appreciate what this dolphin was doing for me. No, come back here, dolphin. Dolphin, come back here. I need more speed, dolphin. Dolphin, come back here. Get back here, dolphin. I need more speed, dolphin. Come on, I thought you were my little buddy. You're my little assistant. Come on. Come on, we're like Rick and Morty. I'm Rick, you're Morty. And together we are Rick and Morty, one of the most famous TV shows of all time. Morty, I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. I don't have anything left to live for, Morty. I turned myself into a pickle, and then I'm blowing my fucking brains out, Morty. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez. You're always so extreme in your suicidal expressions, Rick, but let's say it seems more extreme this time, Rick. Shut up, Morty. I turned myself into a pickle. I can't believe how pickled I am now, Morty. This is the worst thing to ever happen to anyone, Morty. Do you know how much it hurts to be a pickle? Do you know what they put a pickle through? Morty, I can't feel anything, and yet I still feel pain. Do you understand how terrible that is, Morty? Morty, I'm gonna kill myself, Morty, and you're gonna be in the note, Morty. You'll be named in the mullet. Or something. I know why my Rick is, like, Bostonian. To me, Rick is a Bostonian. That's because that's just what I associate with intelligence. The Boston accent. Morty, can you spare a cup of Joe for a broke homeless guy? Thank you, dolphin named Morty. I think that dolphin's real name was Morty, and so when we went on that tangent, he thought, oh, he's talking to me. I won't need 13 reasons, since you are gonna be all of them, Morty. That would imply Rick has watched 13 Reasons Why, and unfortunately, 13 Reasons Why is a Netflix show, which means Rick isn't legally allowed to even reference it. Fun fact. Netflix copyright. Or whatever. Which is why, when I kill myself, I'll be making 14 reasons. So as to get around US copyright law and make it so that my death, even in death, I can be monetized. As I was born to be. So I have a video essay on 13 Reasons Why, that's why you know ball. And it's a very informative show. When you kill yourself, it'll be 15 Reasons Why, Doomsday. Oh, you'll be like X-Men Apocalypse, but for 13 Reasons Why. That'd be cool. I told the kids love X-Men Apocalypse. I'm told the kids these days, they love the X-Men franchises because, you know, everybody loves the Fox Marvel universe. I'm trying to remember. Did they own anything other than the X-Men? I don't think they own anything other than the X-Men. Well, now it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which, you know. Hey, if Marvel bought... You watch most of the X-Men movies because one of them was filmed where you live, nearby where you live? Aren't all movies filmed nearby where you live? I mean, I'm told Vancouver is, like, the city where movies are filmed because it looks just like an American town. I know that's what they did for Diary of a Wimpy Kid because I read the movie book for the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And that's what they did. That was tough. That was a tough-ass jump. Little guy's got some spunk in him. Thank you, Morty. You've removed... I now only have 12 reasons why, which means I can now again kill myself because 12 reasons why is not copyrighted by more... 12 reasons why isn't copied by Netflix, Morty. I can kill myself again, Morty. All right. And some movies are filmed where you live. Yeah. Only thing they filmed where I live is Portlandia. And they didn't even film it where I live. They filmed it in the downtown area, in the northeast area, because that's where all the hipsters live. I live in the shithole part of Portland. You know that? Not the part that everybody loves. Like, the hipster fucking... the hipster fucking part of Portland. I live in the fucking slums. This is the trenches of Portland. Sometimes I look out my window, I see black people. Well, not out my window. I see them, like, when I'm walking a little bit ways because we're in a very racially segregated neighborhood. Because, you know, it's never left. You live in Surrey because it's BC, which is considered a dangerous city. Well, see, now I know where you live because I know what BC stands for. You don't live in the dangerous part, though. If you live in Canada, everywhere is the dangerous part because we're going to kill you. You can say you grew up in the trenches. Do you hear that? Something's like zooming in, zooming out. You know where I live, so you thought I should know where you live? Well, the difference between us, right, is that you are a chatter and I'm a streamer. Me remaining anonymous, not as important because I'm trying to be famous. You remaining anonymous, not that important either. I don't really care, and I probably won't remember Surrey, BC. But, you know, you have more of a right to it, given that you aren't trying to be famous. You have been chatting for... As a character, of course, you're an AI chatbot. One more stream. Yeah, this next stream, you know, 100 people are going to come in, and they're going to be like, wow, he's really funny. Because that's what happens every time somebody comes into the stream. They're like, wow, he's really funny, and not, wow. I actually have no idea what people are looking for. I've tried to tune into other people's streams to just, like, get a sense of why people tune into streams. I have no idea. I'm in a medium that I have no idea why people watch it. I can't watch live streams at all because people are silent. People are quiet. People are too quiet in live streams for my taste. They don't talk they don't talk enough unless they're playing their video games with friends, which I sometimes do. You know, I do enjoy watching those streams. I'd watch. Oh man, but I missed the Bocoa 1. Oh my god, I missed the Bocoa 1 Twitch streams. Those are the kind of streams I would have watched. They're gone now, forever. It's over. All because he wants to kill every Russian. Come on, man. Twitch. He just wants to kill every Russian. It's no more extreme than some Polish guy who also wants to kill every Russian. You guys understand what I'm talking about. It's okay. It's okay. I'm at the point of the stream. I realize it's only been an hour and 20 minutes. I'm in the point of the stream already where I'm rambling because I'm so goddamn hungry. You found some other streamer, but he hasn't gone live yet for me to sexually harass him. It's okay. You can always go through my many Twitch clips and see back in the day when my Fred thought it was funny to clip me being a pedophile. He has, but you haven't been able to catch a stream yet. You found a streamer, but you haven't been able to catch a stream yet. Is this another super niche streamer, or have you found like a real streamer? Are you watching Hassan Piker now? Are you gonna try and sexually harass Hassan Piker? Because I saw the daily post about him. Apparently he's into that. Super niche guy? Okay. That's good. It's good to know that you know I'm not the only super niche streamer. You have other super niche. Though I bet he won't be as long lasting as me. Because I do this because I think I've ruined my life otherwise. I think it's pretty much over for me in every other aspect. I gotta do this because I have nothing else. He probably will be able to quit. You chat because I have no other contact outside your house. Well, you do live in British Columbia. To my understanding, that is like a wasteland. I mean, you live in Canada generally. That is also a wasteland. I could teach you how to make friends. That could be my stream. That could be my streaming thing. I could be the how to be social guy. Because I've managed to do it, which means I clearly know something about it. But you know, if you follow my advice and it doesn't work, then I'm gonna be the fucking liar streamer. So we're gonna save that for a rainy day. We're just gonna go to sleep. Saddest stream idea ever? Might have to kill yourself. You got caught watching that. Oh, I could do it with an ASMR voice too, so that people will actually watch. All right. You know, new stream idea. Tomorrow we're getting an ASMR microphone. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I have other things. Friday we're getting an ASMR microphone. I'm gonna ASMR into the microphone how to make friends and see people. Good night, everybody.